Morning, beautiful people. Hoping this message finds you well and safe. I'm going to ask that you extend a little grace on what I feel is going to be a babble, but has a point. So let's take these four concepts: honesty, truth, transparency, and vulnerability. Honesty, truth, transparency, vulnerability. If you were to ask me, rooted in my experience, which is most desirable in a relationship, personally or professionally, I would say to you vulnerability, and it comes with the greatest risk. And the least of these four, honesty, truth, transparency, and vulnerability, that's important to me is honesty. You can keep the honesty to yourself. So just follow me on this for a second, okay? It appears to me that however you understand the difference between honesty and truth, it's an answer to a question. It always goes like this. Somebody goes, "Can I be honest with you?" Or, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" Or somebody goes, "What's your honest answer?" Right? It always appears to be the answer. The problem I have with it is there's so much pressure on asking the right question. So if I don't ask the right question, I won't get the answer I need, right? And half the time, people who are being honest aren't telling you the truth. Otherwise, why do you put them together? People go, "Can I be honest with you?" And then 10 minutes later, "Do you want me to tell you the truth?" Like, stop doing that. Either way, it puts too much pressure on me, right? Transparency to me is the one where if you're paying attention, you'll get your answer, right? So follow me on this cheesy example, right? So I got this shaker cup and I'm walking through the woods or I'm walking on a trail, and as you're coming toward me, you watch me do this. Now, did I like what I just drank? Or is it obvious that it's nasty to me, right? You didn't have to ask me, but if you were paying attention, you would notice. The challenge is you have to be paying attention. People will tell you everything you need to know about what they like, what they do not like, what they're feeling, what they're not, if you pay attention, right? So it leads to a lot of crucial conversations when somebody finally explodes and accuses you of not paying attention. And then you go, "Why didn't you just tell me?" Right? Vulnerability to me is not an answer, nor does it require you to be paying attention. Vulnerability is somebody says, they tap you on the shoulder like, "Hey, let me tell you something," or "Let me offer this to you," or "Here, let me give this to you even though I know you didn't ask," right? "This is how I feel, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, this is what I enjoy," whatever, right? I did not have to wait for you to ask. I did not seek your permission to give you the answer. It was, "Let me give this to you." Of course, being vulnerable puts you at the greatest risk because it requires you to put all your faith and trust in this space with another person, that it's safe for you to do so. So in order for you to know I don't like that, I may have to tell you an experience I had. In order for me to tell you I don't agree with that, it may put me in a position to share with you an experience I had, so on and so forth, right? I asked you to extend some grace to me because I felt like this would appear to be a babble. Why I'm bringing it up is lots of conversation in the professional context on psychological safe spaces. Lots of conversations, particularly in the space of diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, which apparently we're not allowed to say anymore. All this stuff can be addressed if you make it your mission to create a space where it is safe for me to be vulnerable. There's too much effort put on how do I create a space for you to be honest with me? Well, then it requires me to know to ask the right question. And some people just do not know what question to ask. Then it puts a whole lot of pressure on telling the truth. which half the time I can't understand if that's being truth, verifiable and measurable, or you just being honest. I don't like that cake, right? I don't like those pants. I don't like that idea. Transparency is, I know you're busy. I'm extending grace to you to know that you're busy, so you might not always be paying attention. To a leader, I'd say, are you paying attention to the mood of your team, or are you waiting for them to tell you on that staff satisfaction survey? Because there's some answers you're going to get that you do not have to wait to ask for. And vulnerability is, excuse me, can I walk up to you? Hey mom, hey dad, hey husband, hey wife, hey son, hey daughter, hey peer, hey leader. Let me share something with you. Is it safe enough for me to do that? I don't have to wait for you to ask. So that's what's on my mind. There's no question coming. There's no, this whole thing is about critical thinking, but it is something I wanted to offer to you on this morning. So hopefully you found something of value in it. With that, I hope this message is finding you all well and safe and healthy and patient and diligent. I hope it's finding you being intentional about what is being honest, what is being truthful, what is being transparent, and what is being vulnerable. When do I know it's happening? How do I know it's happening? And when and how or what do I need to do to create a space where I can just tell you without your permission or you needing to ask? Hold on to that. And of course, I hope this message is finding you thinking. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and I look forward to seeing you next time.